one of the things that we did is we actually secret shopped, and we continued to do this year over year, is we've been secret shopping your digital experiences, which I find quite fascinating because it's a study in human behavior, both quantitatively and more so importantly, qualitatively.
Right.
In the book, Banking on Digital Growth, we've, in some of the research that we did leading up to that, we've even found that around 85, I think 90% of financial brands have never done any digital secret shopping studies before, but when they raise their hand and say, "Oh yeah, we're doing the branch," there's a huge gap. So, what was that initial reaction when you got those results?
Yeah, so let me tell the story. Okay, so your listeners can understand what we were dealing with. I thought, while we had an awareness that we needed to step up the digital game, or even really, I should say, create a digital framework for our organization. We didn't think we were doing so bad. We had a decent website. Listen, we were winning awards for those websites and for our activity and traffic, and we had some really good results. So here we go. We engage in this user testing, and I walk into the room super confident. As a matter of fact, without seeing any of the results up front, I invited my management team. We talked to the board about it. And when we witnessed the user experience testing and the feedback, not from credit union marketers, not from colleague peers. I'm talking about the real people who are buying our product, the average consumers who are struggling day to day. When we witnessed their feedback, I felt like, and I say this, it felt like a full body wax. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking these results are going to be fantastic. I'm so proud. My entire team is going to hear all the raves about all the things that my teams are doing that's pristine and first place quality. And here we're sitting listening to consumers say, I wouldn't do business with this credit union because you know what? I don't know what APY means. I don't know what HELOC means. So no. And they click off our screen and I just felt like I lost a puppy. I was really embarrassed, but it was eye-opening because, we'd like to think we're somewhat humble. And we said, we thought we were doing it great. Clearly, we're doing it wrong. And we called an audible. We had no intentions of reworking our website, but we took that down so fast, reworked, I think in a matter of 9 months, from re-scripting, reframeworking, and launching that bad boy. And it's been wonderful ever since.
And you called that audible, and I think the thing that I see out of that, and I don't see this with many financial brand leaders, is they get that knowledge, they get that insight, but they fail to take action on it for one reason or another. It's like, nope, we have these plans, we're going to follow these plans. But you guys took a different approach. You said, oh, this is new information, this is new insight that we didn't. It's like you said before, we just don't know what we don't know. No harm, no foul. But now you know, and you have a choice and a decision. How are we going to apply this thinking going forward? And that's like the most important thing, is the application, because within, I think it was 6 to 9 months, you're rolling out not a glorified online brochure, but a website that sells. And that was like, and not only did you guys were crazy, because not only did you launch that, you launched online banking. So your marketing team is like sending out all of this communication, and it's like, you just ripped the Band-Aid off. We're just going to leave that.
We did. I listen, at that moment, I said, this is going to go one of two ways. Either I'm going to have to freshen up my resume, or we're going to be superstars, on this marketing team. And there were many late nights. I remember with your crew, late nights, weekend work, where we were readjusting language on the website, links. We were doing all this testing in collaboration with the relaunch of a new online banking platform. We were really having these conversations about whether or not our members would punch in the URL and they would think that the credit, because we flipped a switch and nothing looked the same. It was so much better. But of course, we had to be realistic, and just people were used to seeing the same thing for so long. And now it was so different, so beautiful, and really created not for the member, but for the future member, and not through the eyes of the practitioner, because we know the lingo, we know the verbiage and the acronyms. We built this for that consumer that really wants the help. No one wants to be embarrassed when they talk about money. So we wanted to empower them, educate them, put them at the front side of that consumer buying journey, And it's been, like I said, it's been very fruitful. So.